everybody, and welcome to our new moon in Leo ritual for August. I hope you're excited. We have sun and moon in Leo tonight. So it is all Leo all the time. We don't always have that kind of synergy. So the effect is that Leo energy that you're feeling tonight is really strong. And I'm a Leo holding the container. So I think it's going to be a very powerful evening. The one thing I want to tell you is, rituals are always enhanced when there's lots of other energetic activity happening. We just came through the Lion's Gate on August 8th. If you're in Holistic Healer, you enjoyed a ritual with me where we stepped through that Lion's Gate to activate all of those energetic codes and markings. And so if you're working with those frequencies too, tonight's going to be even more powerful for you. Okay, so you need your New Moon in Leo kit, if you have it, your passion candle, your passion perfume, and then your gemstone set with your carnelian. We're going to be using all of our stones tonight, so make sure you have everything with you. Your golden sheen obsidian palm stone, which I'm obsessed with, sunstone, which is the stone of leadership, sort of a quintessential Leo stone, and then peridot, which is called the cornucopia stone. I love peridot. I didn't always love it. As a Leo, I think I resisted it because I wanted a prettier birthstone. And just the color sometimes didn't resonate with me until I learned about its metaphysical properties and its energetic properties. And what I realized is there's a reason these are your birthstones. I have such a kinship with peridot, but I had to connect with it on an energetic level before it really spoke to me. Peridot brings abundance on every level. And so the question with peridot is, where do you need that abundance right now? It could be material, it could be financial abundance, it could be emotional abundance. Where do you need more of that abundance in your life? And then topaz, which is all about clarity and manifestation. What are you going to do with your passion? How are you going to use your passion to create something new in the world, is the question that topaz asks. Okay, so excited. I'm going to smudge a little bit. New moons are important, and I like to always back up and say this because I don't know if some of you might be new. And it just, it always bears repeating. Just to hear things again is not a bad idea. Just a little bit of white sage just to clear the energy. Call your energy into present time. Just passing the smoke around my tools. It's so good. Can't over smudge. And as you watch the smoke, just releasing anything, any worries, concerns. Just let yourself enjoy, this ritual, this sacred space. Honoring the time that you need. Your ritual time is your time. That is self-care. I really see ritual as self-care. So create that space. You deserve it. You need it. Your soul craves it. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And so it's sort of like going without water. I find like if I go too many days without some kind of ceremony or ritual or raising of energy, I feel disconnected. And so if you feel that way too, just make time. I'm always here. I usually have one or two things going on every week. So I can be your one-stop resource for that. Okay, so when the moon transits Leo, new moon in Leo, we are all infused with a brilliant inner light that endures like a bonfire, bringing a heartwarming glow to all of creation. Leo moon is proud and regal, and she can captivate the attention of everyone in her radius. And yet she's like an excited child, innocent in her displays of attention. Leo moon knows how to play. Let her dress you up and let her put you on stage. You'll be amazed at how she recognizes your inner star and draws it out for all the world to see. When the moon is dark in Leo, she is at one with the sun. Not only is her cosmic body aligned with the sun in the sky, but she is in his sign of Leo now. She is the ultimate light in the dark and star in the heavens. Leo moon nurtures you with applause and encouragement. She's a natural performer and she revels in the limelight, but she equally shines that light on others. In her presence, it is as if you are the only person on the planet. She knows how to love on a big scale, and when she adores you, you'll feel like you can be and do anything. And she'll be cheering you on with her unmatched enthusiasm. Isn't that the truth? And I'm telling you, Leo moon people, if you're a Leo moon, you are a closeted performer. Either you can dance or you could sing or you're a comedian, but there's some kind of closeted, and the same thing is true, by the way, with Leo rising. Because my daughter is not Leo moon, she's Leo rising, but she's got this starlit quality about her, but she doesn't like to show it in public. She's more, because she's Pisces sun. So Leo moon people have had to hide, that's starlit. Whereas Leo sun people, she's been out of the closet for a long time. And so if you're just learning how to step into your power, if you're just learning how to embody the fullness of who you are, if you're just learning kind of who you are and how to be authentically powerful in your own body, in your own spiritual practice, then this is a really good new moon for you, because it's going to encourage you to come out of your shell, and it's going to encourage you to take a step in the direction of your dreams. And everything is supporting you right now, even that Lion's Gate energy, which is still potent and open, I should say. The Lion's Gate doesn't close until August 12th. So you have stepped inside, and it continues to be accessible, all of that Syrian star energy. Roll your shoulders back. You put your hands on your knees with your palms up for a receptive position. I want you to imagine that out of your left hand extends a beautiful white beam of light, about 4 to 6 inches in diameter. And I really want you to feel that beam of light in your hand. You might give it a texture or a temperature. Let your hand get kind of warm. And I want you to imagine extending that beam of light, sending it out of your left hand and letting it wind its way around the circle of all who have gathered tonight to join us. I'm so grateful that you're here, by the way. And as that circle winds itself around, it'll come back to you, that beam of energy in your right hand. And when it does, you'll start to feel your right hand get a little warm too, which is normal. And with that, you're holding the energy of our circle in your hands. It's a pretty beautiful thing. And so call into the 4 directions just to have them help anchor our circle tonight for our sacred ceremony under that dark sky, that beautiful dark Leo moon. So guardians of the Eastern Gateway, we come before you tonight on the night of the new moon to begin setting intentions for passion. We want to wake up. We want to feel passion. We want to express passion. We want to experience passion. So guardians of the East, invite us, teach us, show us the new path to passion in our lives. We welcome you into the circle. And guardians of the Southern Gateway, you are all about the passion. Passion lives in the South, and so we are summoning you to bring your fiery energy to our ceremony tonight to teach us and guide us and show us how to engage our passions in a deeper way. And we welcome you to the circle. Guardians of the Western Gateway, as you open your arms to us, show us how to feel more passion. In the West, live all the emotions. And we are ready to begin feeling that passion, not just expressing it and not just thinking about it, but really feeling it, anchoring it in the physical body so that we have deep, intimate, physical, sensual passion. We give thanks. Welcome you to the circle. Guardians of the North, teach us how to anchor our passions. Teach us how to ground them in our practice. Teach us how to work with your stone people and your tree people, your plants and your herbs, to cultivate our deeper passions. And we welcome you to the circle this evening. And with that, our beautiful circle is open. So good. Okay, now I'm going to light my passion candle. Passion. As I light this candle under the Leo new moon, I summon the strength to birth my creations. With big-hearted passion, immortalizing myself with joy, I am a beacon in the night, a light in the dark, a star of the heavens. I'm the pure expression of love, and the world receives me with open arms. Amen, aho. And so it is. So our passion candle is lit. Our passion perfume, by the way, I hope you loved it. It's all ginger, ginger and rose and gardenia. And gardenia is there because gardenia is the flower of the goddess. It's the flower of passion. You absolutely have to have gardenia in any kind of passion blend. But then you need that zing of ginger. It's a really raw, crisp, real ginger CO2 in this blend, and then it's pure rose essential oil. So you have the most beautiful, sensual, seductive flowers in that rose and in that gardenia, but then they're tamed and they're sort of sharpened. They're activated by that ginger. And so this is one of my favorite of our new moon scents of the year. I hope you love it too. And then your gemstones that we're going to be working with, like I said, we're going to use all these gemstones tonight. We're working with Carnelian, which is the gemstone form of caffeine. This is like passion, physical passion. Golden sheen obsidian from Mexico, which is about your inner passion, your inner gold. It's like mining the corners of your soul for the parts of you that are beautiful and that, you know, you should be playing up with your you know, your performer self, your showman self. And then your topaz, because we're going to ask tonight what you should be manifesting using all of this powerful Lion's Gate energy. And then peridot, which, like I said, is the stone of the cornucopia, right? It's the stone of plenty. And so tonight we're going to be asking your spirit guides where you need more abundance and how they can open up those channels for you. And then sunstone, which is the ultimate Leo stone, because this is the leadership stone. This is the only mineral that we say is the leadership stone. If you're trying to lead a company or lead a family or lead a movement, this gives you courage and strength and helps to keep you focused and on task. It's one of my favorites, so sunstone as well, to help you understand where you need to activate passion in your leadership in your life. And you know what? You're a leader whether you think so or not. I used to teach leadership as a professor for a decade before I started Sage Goddess. And I used to have people say, well, I'm not sure I'm a leader, since we're in a new moon in Leo. And I will tell you what I always told those people, which is you are a leader. You just may not know who you're leading. But someone looks up to you, someone follows your advice, someone takes what you say seriously in your life. Someone is inspired by you, someone admires you. And so recognize that you may not know who that is, and you may not know in what ways you're leading, but you are always leading. There is always someone who's following you. And so just recognize that and appreciate that opportunity to have an impact on someone's life. And if you're a teacher or you have a formal leadership position, take this as an opportunity and an invitation to really step up and even expand your leadership work wherever you are already in a formal position too, because you don't have to wait. You know, it's like Leo new moon is all about where you are right now. It's not so much aspiration as it's setting an intention for what you'd like to experience, but it's also about opening yourself to receiving what's available in the field right now. And we love doing that under a dark moon because we don't have, you know, when we have full moonlight, it's almost like everything is too visible. It's hard to dream, right? There's no blank canvas to paint on. It's like everything is almost too seen. And so under the dark moon, when there's no light, all you have is the canvas. You are the canvas. The universe is painting on you. You know, so it's like tonight with this Leo moon, I just want to think about how you can bring more passion and more intensity to that painting. If your life is the canvas, right? If you're the canvas and your life is the art, how can you bring more intention to that process? How can you become more open and available to the universe, for the universe to work through you? These are good questions to ask on such a night. Okay, so our candle is lit. We've anointed. I need a little bit more passion. Passion perfume. It's divine. I hope you love it. I love it. Okay, so rolling your shoulders back. We're going to go one by one through our stones tonight. And I want to summon our fire guides. Since we're working with Leo energy tonight under this new moon, I want to call in our new moon guides. We have guides for setting intentions, and so welcome them in. Our visioning guides are guides who help us during periods of darkness to be able to understand what steps to take next, and then how to proceed. So we welcome all of our spirit guides. And we're going to start let's start with the large carnelian for tonight's meditation. And so spirit guides, as we connect with each one of these crystals, and I want you to put them one by one in your left hand and cover them with your right hand. As we connect with these crystals, help the crystals to speak to us. Help us to understand and translate their messages accurately. Help us to see how these might be good allies and good forms of assistance to us. The crystals are so powerful. They are constantly emitting a frequency that is designed to calibrate you and transform you toward your fullest potential. It's like they're constantly working for you. They don't get a break. And so I really want you, especially through this meditation, I really want you to become very intentional in your relationship with your stones. Sometimes we work with them too quickly, and I really want you to get back to a dedicated practice of connecting with your crystals in a conscious way. Because each one of these that you received was chosen for you. That's the beauty of what we do at Sage Goddess, is that little extra touch of, we look at your order and we look at your name and we think about who you are and we read your notes. And so everything that comes to you was chosen for you. Well, it's just chosen for some random person, right? So in that light, connecting first with the carnelian, which is all about stamina and courage, right? Spirit guides who are assisting us with our work around passion this evening, we ask you to communicate through this crystal and give us messages and direction. Where do we need to bring more stamina, more energy, more courage? Where do we need that in our lives? And also, where can you, spirit guides, be a greater form of support for us in that way? Where are you bringing carnelian energy to support us? We seek your help. We seek your support. Especially right now with so many planets retrograde, it's really hard to feel this burst of Leo energy in a productive way, right? Because everything feels stifled right now. There's really no forward movement. You have too many planets that are backward. But as those planets go direct, you're going to feel this expansion of energy that's more of a direct form of momentum. And I think you're going to like that, because it's been feeling very backward and very stuck for the last several months. Especially the eclipses don't help, right? Because the eclipses are like looking in the rearview mirror. And so spirit guides, bring this energy of carnelian through to us, and through this crystal, give us messages, signs, symbols, wisdom. Show us where we need to bring more of this energy into our lives and how to do that in a good way. And just listening, what does carnelian want to share with you? Did you know carnelian is one of the oldest gemstones on the planet? This right here was used in Sumeria, was used in Egypt. Every major ancient civilization throughout Rome, right? And so across space and time, this crystal has continued to be a source of support. Kings and queens have worked with this, right? Their signet rings were carved out of carnelian. Why is this stone so important? It's summoning a power in you that needs to be activated now at this Leo new moon. This is the time. This is the time. And you are presented tonight with a grand opportunity to step into your power, but you got to proceed boldly and fearlessly. Leo's not afraid of shit. I mean, I'm sorry, but Leos are not really scared people. Not by nature. We're not fearful people. We're a little brazen. And so one of the things you can do with tonight's energy is kind of step into that energy stream a little bit. What would it feel like for you not to be afraid? That's what you can ask Carnelian. What would it feel like for you to be courageous in your life? What would it feel like for you to take bold action in the direction of your dreams? What would it look like for you to stop caring so much what other people think all the time? Because carnelian, again, is sort of a bypassing stone. It sort of like gets you past some of the obstacles in your life so that you can proceed fearlessly toward your goals. So carnelian, we thank you tonight for the medicine of strength and courage and bold action in the face of fear. All the things that our Leo loves are so well known for. And we give thanks for those. those gifts and those energy streams that you're connecting us to tonight. Ooh, deep breath there. Feels good. And then just check in. Is there anything else coming through that crystal for you? Any signs, any symbols, any nodes, any keywords? A lot of you are coming to learn how your spirit guides communicate with you, and so some of you are more clairvoyant, meaning you see things really clearly. Some of you are more clairaudient, meaning you hear things, right? Some of you are more clairsentient, so you have a feeling, but it's not something you see or hear. And so there's lots of different clair abilities, as we call them, but your spirit guides communicate with you in a lot of different ways. And so just try to become sensitive about that, so that you're aware when they are trying to reach you. So the next stone we're going to commune with is our golden sheen obsidian. I love golden sheen obsidian. There's that little flash of gold. Do you see it? Yep, there it is. And the sheen in obsidian is as a result of gases in the formation. Oh, it's so beautiful. And so the question we ask with golden sheen obsidian is, what is your inner gold? Where is your inner beauty? What is that little sparkle inside of you? It might be hidden right now, right? You couldn't really see the sparkle when I first showed it to you. I had to kind of really turn it so that you could see. Maybe you're like that too. At first we can't see your gold, but when we kind of turn you a little bit, then we start to see the flashes. And so the question with this stone, put it in your left hand, cover it with your right, is what is your inner gold? What is your inner beauty? And how can we mine that gold? How can we maximize your potential? What can you do right now to maximize your personal potential in your life? And what I'm getting is so great for the collective is you have to be bold in this life. You got to step forward and you have to take control. You have to claim what you desire. That's what tonight is all about. You know, it's like faith in the darkness, right? And so tonight, set an intention right here. What is your inner gold, and how will you bring more of it forward to the world so that we can all enjoy you? What is your intention around your inner gold tonight? Do you want to discover what it is? Do you want to activate it? Do you want to explore it? Do you want to share it with someone else? Do you want to find your new gold? Maybe your old gold is not your gold anymore, but you don't know what your new gold is. Set an intention right now. Close your eyes and set an intention around your inner gold. And I will hold that space with you. Ooh. You have so many soul gifts that you haven't even discovered yet. That's what my guides are telling me for you. So many soul gifts you have not discovered yet. So write an intention tonight. Leo new moon is such a good time for you to set an intention to activate your inactive soul gifts. Why not now, right? Okay. Topaz, manifestation, direction. Okay. So the question with this crystal and your intention with this crystal needs to be about what you're going to manifest with clarity. You know, you are in this Lion's Gate where there's just endless streams of strength and compassion and divine grace and beauty and healing and wisdom. What will you use those energies for? You should direct them in your mind right now. Set an intention for clarity and for manifestation. What do you want to create with clarity? Using that power that you're summoning right now. What do you want to create with clarity? What do you want to use your passion to build? And in service of what and for whom, right? These are all the big questions you need to be asking tonight. And spirit guides continue to send messages, signs, symbols through these crystals to us, to guide us, to share their wisdom. Help us to see and sense how to frame our intentions for the month ahead. Okay. And then the next crystal is your sunstone. And the question for this crystal, because it's the leadership crystal, is where in your life do you need to bring more passion to your leadership? How should you be bringing more passion to your leadership? Because tonight's all about passion, and this is all about leadership. And again, that can be leadership of your family. That can be leadership of a church group. That can be leadership of your classroom if you're a teacher. That can be leadership of a company, in my case. Where can you bring more passion to your leadership? In a way that supports you and also supports everyone else in the world who needs to be exposed to the gifts that you have. And again, this is all second nature to Leo. Leo's like done and done. But for a lot of us, we struggle with bringing that passion to leadership. Maybe we think we're supposed to be more rigid in our leadership, right? More monotonous, less passionate, less emotive, less connected. And it's like, well, but is that really serving you, right? Wouldn't the world and wouldn't you be better served if you brought more of your passion to bear in your life? And then what would that look like for you? Because bringing, passion means different things to different people. It really, really does. Some people are very passionate, but they're not effusive, they're not emotive. And so you don't see it, they don't say it, but in their heart, they're very passionate. And so you also have to create space that maybe sometimes your expression of those things or someone else's expression of those things is pure and sincere, but not one that you recognize, right? And so maybe even with yourself, be gentle. Maybe you are expressing your passion, but maybe you need to do it in an even, louder, prouder way than you have been before, which leads us to our last stone. So with our peridot, our little peridot friend, our question here, spirit guides, is how to bring our cornucopia of desires and gifts into the world. And I want you to set an intention tonight. This is a little stone, but it packs a punch. I want you to imagine that within this stone is everything that you desire right now. Energetically, all the potential is right there, right? And so I want you to set an intention to bring all of those desires through, to activate every single one of those desires. Are you ready? We're going to do it with our breath. So when you're ready, we're going to activate this crystal by blowing our breath across it, which is going to take all of the energy of all your desires and scatter it. Send it on the winds. Deep breath in. You ready? And so tonight, under this Leo new moon, we set the intention that all of our intentions for all that we seek to manifest, using our passion, embodying it, and bringing it to life, we set the intention tonight that all of those wishes and intentions that we just set forth, that they come to pass in perfect time in ways that bless you and everyone around you, and not just now, but for years to come. May your passion be a source of wisdom, inspiration, and love, because we need it. We need you, and we need that on this planet right now so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you believe that one wish on one night with one tiny stone can change your life? Do you know it wasn't a night very different from this one? Have I ever told you that story? It was new moon, and I was teaching at the university, and it was my last semester teaching because I had gotten recruited to become a coach, a corporate coach. So I was leaving my university, and it was a new moon, and I was kind of teaching a class on magic. It was called Love and Leadership. I was co-teaching it with a dear friend, and so we decided to have people. We asked them. The question was, how will you bring more of what you love? How will you manifest more of what you love in the world? And so we had them declare that in class on a new moon. And so he and I both decided that since we had asked people to do this assignment, that we would do it too. And so Sage Goddess was not born yet. And this was 2010, I believe, 2011, spring. right before Sage Goddess was born. And so I got up, and what I said is, I commit to manifesting more of what I love in the world by gathering people from around the world at every full moon. And I had a little tiny group in San Diego that I was gathering at every full moon, but we were small. We were 20 or 30 people at the time. I had been doing live gatherings at the time. And all the students looked at me, and I said, yeah, that's my dream. My dream is to gather people from around the world virtually at every full moon. And that's how I will manifest more of what I love in the world. And I started that. My first full moon ritual was that September. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Like, it's just, when you look back, you think, wow, how things unfold. And so that was a new moon, right? That was nothing too special about that evening, except words spoken into the darkness in trust and in faith and in love, aligned with my passion and my path, and spoken with conviction. And then absolute faith on my part that that would come to pass. No doubt about it. I don't know how. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know how to do it online. But here we are. Never a doubt. Truly. I hope I'm an inspiration to you because, I didn't have funds to start a company. I didn't know how to do, anything that I do now. I knew all the metaphysical side of it, but I didn't know how to even have the kind of like technical interface that I have with you right this moment. A lot had to happen. But with an intention, once that intention gets its roots, right? Resources start to be drawn in toward it. It creates its own vortex, its own energy stream. And so you don't have to know how. People always say, well, I want to set an intention, Athena, but I don't know how the hell that's going to happen. And what I always say is, you don't have to. You don't have to know a damn thing about the how. You just have to know the what, and you better believe it. So you want to do it with me? You want to follow it? Are you inspired? Repeat after me. On this new moon, and this is, right, August 10th, 2018, I commit to manifesting more of what I love in the world. And I want you to finish that sentence. How will you do that? I wish I was sitting right next to you. I would put my arm around you and my head on your shoulder and listen to you. How will you manifest more of what you love in the world? I feel such beauty in the energy between us. I don't know what yours looks like, but I know it's needed. And you have me. I believe in you. I will hold the space for you. Oh, so good. Wasn't it good? Leo magic, baby. You got to be fearless in that. There's no room for fear. There's no room for doubt. I promise you, if you make decisions based on fear and doubt, you'll never make a decision. I could talk you out of anything if you give me long enough. But you know what? Nobody was going to talk me out of wanting to gather people at the full moon. Nobody was going to talk me out of that. You could have said that's dumb or that's ridiculous or crazy. Like, how are you going to do that? Nobody does that. There was nobody really doing much of that at that time. I had never seen anybody do it. I had never done live online full moon ritual with anybody, right? So I didn't doubt mine. You don't doubt yours. Deal? I didn't doubt mine. You don't doubt yours either. I won't doubt yours either. Oh. All right. With big thanks to this gorgeous Leo new moon for all her passion. In perfect time. May all your dreams come true. And may you have time to enjoy them. That's my favorite. That's my toast. When I have to toast anybody, I always say to health, to wealth, to happiness, and time to enjoy them all. Because nothing else matters. Someone once said, what about love? And I said, well, if I have happiness, I have love. Okay. Depends on how you think about it. All right. Guardians of the Northern Gateway, we thank you for standing steady and strong with us as we activate this beautiful Leo new moon energy around passion. We ask that you guide us and protect us and keep us steady and safe as we proceed on our path. We release you from the circle with gratitude. Guardians of the Western Gateway, thank you for teaching us how to feel passion tonight. Keep reminding us if we get scared or we lose sight of our goals, keep reminding us that passion is our birthright, and those feelings are never far from us. You've never lost it. Your passion is there. It might just be buried under a layer or two, but we'll get you there. And we release you from the service, your service to the circle this evening. Guardians of the Southern Gateway, thank you for the courage, the passion, the fire that we use tonight to ask these big questions and do this sacred visioning work under this Leo moon. We release you from your service to the circle with gratitude. And Guardians of the East, we thank you for this new day, this new opportunity, this new way of orienting ourselves toward our passion and our purpose. We thank you for the breath of life and beauty and passion, our ability to connect with each other this way. We release you from your service to the circle. And with that, our beautiful circle is open. I hope you enjoyed tonight's ritual. I hope that you carry this energy through for the rest of the year. Don't let it go. You know, there's something really, I can say this as a Leo because I live with this. I bring this energy to all the places in my life. And I find that sometimes, you know, it's like people will say, I need you to come back and bring all that energy again. You know, it's like we're almost like a gas station for people to come fill up. But I love that I can carry that. You know what I mean? And I think find a way to hold that energy within so that it doesn't dissipate. You know what I mean? And whether that's continuing to work with your candle or working with your gemstones, keep these gemstones together and work with them in meditation, maybe once a week. Call it your passion, you know, your passion party or whatever. And meditate with your crystals and light your candle. Your passion is your gift to the world. Your passion is your key to success. If you're not activating your passion and living your passion, then you're shortchanging yourself and all of us too. So don't do that. Aho. With so much love, happy new moon blessings to you. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful weekend, everybody. I will look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Oh, I forgot to show you. Next month is a Virgo new moon. And these tools are in the shop for you. Are you ready? If you're a Virgo, you are going to be so excited. I'm not going to give away the whole kit. It's pretty special. But the main thing I want to show you, because with Virgo, there's always a method to your madness. We made a method candle for Virgo. Because next month we're setting intentions around structure, order, and process in your life. We're going to get you clear. We're going to get you organized. But there might be a method for Virgo, but there's also madness. And the invocation on the madness perfume says, as I anoint myself, I focus my thoughts with laser precision. My head summons my hands to craft with care the workings of life into beautiful temples and perfect structures to shelter the flow of my spirit. And so madness, the method to your madness, are the part of the toolkit. You have a full gemstone set. You have your focus mist made with all the essential oils known to help with focus, because Virgo gives us that gift. So if you're ready to really create some structure and some order around the intentions that you set tonight, get ready for next month's new moon. The tools are in the shop waiting for you now. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Take care. I'll see you soon.